All things have been handed over to me by my Father, and no one knows the Son except the Father, and no one knows the Father except the Son, and anyone to whom the Son chooses to reveal him. Matthew 11, verse 27. Hey fam bam, it's me, just Londa. Can we talk that talk?
I'm not sure, based on this person's claims and brags, that he's literally got. At the same time, this person was sexually harassing me for years. But there are people that will and have and will continue to, unfortunately, offer these things. And some of them are your heroes. Some of them are people who y'all like, oh yeah, such and such is amazing, and he does this and he does that. Yeah, but he also does this and that. It's not just women that have to deal with it, but it's also men sometimes. And it'll be men tempting men. And that's why a lot of my posts over the last few years have been about taking the scenic route, taking the long way around. So I started recording. So I have them offering me money to take my clothes off. I have recordings when I wasn't working with them or for them. I have recordings of them confessing that, the other guys that they have on the payroll, all of the above. And the difference is, the wonderful thing about confidentiality agreements and non-disclosure agreements is that they can't prevent you from turning all of those things over to the police. I wasn't working for him in the month and the year that he showed up to my apartment and offered me $100,000 to take my clothes off. He said, I don't even need to touch you. I just want to see you naked. I declined. Because again, scenic route, I got my integrity with me. I'll take the long way around. But being that I wasn't working with him and we were in my apartment, he had visited my apartment to offer me a job of this fall because the lead of this particular project was going to do something else, so he needed another lead. I recorded it because I didn't trust him, and I had told him over and over, and he still always tried shit. Just tried shit. I'm mad at me for not hitting him. I'm mad at me for not speaking up and saying something. Because between that year and now, how many young black actors have fell for that? How many of them, and you can hear him say it you can hear him on the conversations. You can hear him on the conversations. You can hear him say that he has several guys, multiple guys on payroll, 6 figures a year, that pop up and they do whatever he wants and they go back home. So they pop in, they grab their ankles, they do whatever he wants. And I'm like, I'm not finna fucking do that. I'm not doing that. I don't want to make it that bad. I want to be able to shave in the fucking morning without any grief or any regret or any shame waiting for me in the mirror. There's a trauma that comes with being bullied and intimidated and sexually harassed like that. And the bad part is when the truth comes out, a lot of y'all in here are gonna be like, man, I don't believe it. And you can watch me on whatever news station. I'll take polygraphs live on TV. You can hear the recordings yourself. Person has a very distinctive voice when they offer me $100 grand to take my clothes off. Person has a very distinctive voice when they literally sexually assault me and try to grab my private parts, and I'm blocking their hand like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, oh. I was on a show, and if I had done what this actress did, just switching lanes, if I had done what she did, I'd never work again and I'd be in jail. She used to come up and pat me on the jump, like pat my penis, like, ooh, okay, I see that print. And I checked her, I grabbed her hand right away, checked her, like, what the fuck are you doing? That ain't okay, I'll do that shit, I'm going to jail. What are you doing? She did it again. Grabbed her hand, I'm like, stop, that shit ain't funny. We're preparing for a scene, she walks past, cups my equipment, and is like, oh, you got some girth. When I tell you, had that been a dude, I'd have punched them in their motherfucking mouth. If I behaved like this woman, this particular actress had done, in that moment, I'd be in jail, I'd be canceled, and I would never fucking work again. You don't get to walk past somebody and be like, oh, that's nice, and pat them on their fucking private. It was another project. It was a TV and film project, and she felt entitled to do that bullshit. And if I report her to the female executives that were on that particular show, it's gonna get swept under the rug because they had already told me, just Christian, just stand here and be pretty. Just stand here and look pretty. Y'all wonder why I stay in my fucking dressing room while we on set.
So I am back. And I'm actually filming on my iPhone because I was popping in and popping out and I didn't bring my equipment, and I'm here because of a rainstorm. So I'm stuck here because of a rainstorm, nevertheless. The actor Christian Keys has came out with some strong allegations. Lord, let my mouth be of you, because my flesh be fleshing. The allegations are really strong, coming out against a billionaire, black, influential male figure in the entertainment industry. More or less in the film or TV entertainment industry. A lot of fingers are being pointed at Tyler Perry.
Oh no, I got backups for the backups for the backups for the backups. I've watched way too many Jason Bourne movies not to have 15 backups. I can press play and you can hear the person and you'll know immediately who the person is that's offering me $100 grand to strip.
And a lot of people, if this is true, if it comes out and he actually does file that police report that he is within his right to do, because he's been violated several times, it's going to crush people, whomever this person is.
And Tams, you literally just asked, why do we as black people have to deal with that? But sometimes it's our own people. Sometimes it's our own heroes. Sometimes it's the very people we deify. And we look up like, oh, they're doing so much. They're doing so much. No, they're also doing this.
Even if we just take off the fact that if it might be Tyler Perry, whomever that is of the elite, that is of color, and that is a billionaire, that will put the nail in the coffin. Now, don't get me wrong, Sean, Puff, Diddy, he has put the nail in the coffin for himself several times. And he's been a vampire or monster for so long. Whomever this person is, that's like strike two against us. Us. I am so glad that he knows God, to know whom he is as a person, to be like, you know what? This is what I have for you. Oh my God. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay. It's just like in the Bible. If they would have shown that, oh my God, who's the person? I cannot think of the person, and I'll pop it up because I know I look at the Bible as a movie, okay? So I always forget who the people are, but I never forget their story. So it was a person who had a brother who had brothers, and the angel came to the one boy, he was the youngest, and say, hey, you're going to be over like the whole kingdom. And he goes and tells his dad, he tells his brothers, then his brothers go ahead and sells him off to slavery. Tells the dad that, you know, the brother has died. But then later on, years go up, the brother that was sold into slavery, not sold, but died, sold into slavery, he ends up being exactly who he was, that God said for him to be. And this is him. This is him being exactly who God said he was supposed to be.
I'm okay. I have peace. I'm literally strategically planning my next 8 moves. I'm good. God got me because he was watching when I was offered these opportunities and I didn't say yes. I didn't sell my soul or my ass. Excuse my French, y'all. I know some of y'all, hopefully y'all don't have no kids around, but I didn't sell nothing for success. It's like, nah, that's not what I want. You know, I ain't into that. I ain't into dudes. I got an only beard in the bed policy. Mine is.
The enemy is going to always be the enemy, is what I'm trying to say. It's you who have to be who God sets you to be. Either you're going to go ahead and take A, B, C, D to get to E, or you're going to do A, B, and E. And he did just that. He took A, B, C, D, and E. And the fact that he has proof, like he has proof, speaks volumes.
I've kept one of these on me since '05. Whether it's a keychain recorder or a pen, because most predators would check your phone.
Because you know, a lot of people don't keep proof on them. Like they take it and try to move on with their lives, and they're not able to. And like he said, he's not looking for monetary gain. He's looking to expose that person, and that speaks volume of his character, because he's not looking for monetary value. He's looking to expose this person. And he mentioned the person's voice is on a recorder because he's been taping this person for ages. Every time he comes to making these advantages to him because he's not that way. But yet that person keeps pursuing him to try to get him because the devil is like that.
Is that they don't even have to believe me. Hopefully they would, but even if they don't, they can hear this person. Since sexual harassment started, I've carried many recorder devices on me, keychains, pens, thumb drives with a charged battery that get 6, 7, 8 hours, all the above. So I have the conversations. I really want to air that shit out because it bothers me when I'm alone at night. Like, man, the world is celebrating this person and they don't even know the shady and predatory way in which this person moves and the way that, predators resent the prey that gets away. So when you don't say yes, when you don't say, okay, I'll acquiesce and, sign up and literally and figuratively play ball, because we're not doing that, they resent you.
He's lurking, seeking to devour, wanting to know if you're going to put your hand in a coffee cup. When God's like, no, that's not what I have for you. I have it for you, but not that way. Kudos to him. Kudos to him. Whomever it is, whoever black elite it is, he should fall. He should fall. He should fall flat on his face. And we as a community, because we love our community, right? We love our community. So once he exposed him for who he is, we should back him up and not support that person any longer. Now say that. Are you going to support him in this? Because if he does come out and say who that person is, will you support him? Will you back him? Because he has the proof. So will you stand with him? Because we always stand there, we're always protesting. We always say that we have the money, we have the power. Will we back him? Will we stand for him? Will we stand with him and back him and say who we are? Enough is enough. Will we back him? Will we back him? I would back him. I would back him. Now, let me tell you, I have had backings blow up in my face, like H&M. Y'all remember H&M? Y'all remember H&M, right? They came out with the monkey stuff and, King of the Monkeys and all this other stuff. And what y'all do? What did we do as Afro A's? What did we do? We riot. We destroyed. We said we're no longer gonna support. And I did that. I did just that. I supported. And lo and behold, I seemed like I was the only one not buying from H&M that was an Afro A. So I slowly started going back into H&M. But it took a moment because they did issue an apology. But I still want to watch and see how they were going to move from then on. I hadn't heard anything. It's like Revlon. Ages ago, 2012, 2011, 2012, they came out. It was the CEO making all types of allegations. Well, not allegations, making all remarks about Afro A's. So I no longer own anything from the actual Revlon brand. That's my father. Hold that thought. Sorry about that. So I was saying about Revlon. It was Revlon Cosmetics. Who, at that time, was the CEO making all these remarks, racial remarks about Afro A's. And once I heard that, And at the time, he wasn't even trying to be apologetic. Like, the person that was actually one of the head chemists, like, they quit. I just threw all the cosmetics away. And I haven't purchased it since. Now, to my knowledge, he's no longer there. And that was ages ago. If I can find clippings, I'll find him. But my thing is, always who we say we are. Are we who we say we are? I'm going to stand with this man who, when he put those tapes out, because he's going to put those tapes out, I'm going to stand with this man. Because I am who I say I am. Are you who you say you are? So on that note, fam bam, thanks for watching, rating, subscribing. All that good jazz to make me feel so warm and fuzzy inside. Peace and peace.